Hey guys, it's Amanda from Paisley. Like my vest. Wait, that's not a vest, this is an apron. Like my apron. Okay, so we have our very first DIY kit that is going out this month. So March 2022, we're doing a terrarium kit. So this is something that can be generational. You can do this with your grandkids, you can do this with your children, you can do this just because you want to, do it with your dog, whatever you want to do. But I'm going to teach you how to do an adorable little terrarium. I'm going to ship it to your house, and then you can just click on the app and we will send you exactly all the details that you need to move forward. So the very first thing that you will get is a box, and it will have your terrarium in it. It will have this moss, which is a chartreuse color. This is called reindeer moss. It will have different succulents that you will be able to choose from. You don't have to use all of them, or you can use all of them. It will have the moss balls that you can go, or rocks, moss rocks that you'll be able to place in there as well. And then you'll also have some pebbles that you'll be able to place. And at the end, I'll even teach you how to hang it, and you can adjust the levels however you would like with your twine. So I'll show you this real quick. You're going to need a pair of scissors, possibly a pair of wire cutters, and a glue gun for what our first steps are. So Anna's gonna take the phone back over. This is the very first step. So you have a piece of foam here. You wanna make sure that you get that piece of foam level in the bottom of the terrarium, like so. I'm going to use a glue gun that's not really reaching me very well, and I just lost the stick, but you know, leave it to me to have some blurps. Let's see. Oh, and now my chair is down. Everybody laugh, it's fine. Okay, I didn't fall though, this time. So I'm just going to cover the bottom of the foam like this. So quite a bit. And then I'm going to make sure that I stick it in there, and you should be able to see that glue stick to the bottom just like that. Push it down and hold it. If you have children doing this, if they're 9 and under, I might have you guys go ahead and glue this for them. That way nobody burns their fingers. So at this point, if you don't want to use the glue gun anymore, you don't have to. I'm going to use the glue gun because sometimes the little succulents and stuff tend to move around and such, and I want this to be stationed to where I'm not going to ever move it. And if Mila comes up and knocks it over, it's going to be completely fine. You also, if you wanted to set this down, instead of having it hang, you could just pop this little doohickey off here, and then you can actually just set it on your table as well. So this is the reindeer moss. We're going to go around our green foam base down here. I'm just covering it like this. You don't have to cover all the spots, and I'll explain why. Because we have these that will go in as well. So you can put those in as well, or you don't have to. This is all up to you on what you guys think. I'm actually going to pull these back out. I was just showing you that you don't have to have the moss completely covering the foam first, because if you put these in first, sometimes it's hard for you to place the succulents. So first thing, we want to be able to see this all the way around, unless you only want it one-sided, but I'm gonna do all the way around. My tallest piece I'm gonna put directly in the middle like this. So I'm going to put a little glue on this. This is called a leucadendron. So you will get this in your box. This is a leucadendron. And all the succulents will be various colors. Most of them are about the same size because unfortunately with a smaller terrarium like this, we can't put all different sizes in there. So I'm going to mess around here. I think this one might just be too big. I haven't decided yet. So I'm gonna just place it in there and see if I like it. Yeah, I do actually. So that actually seemed like it went in there fairly well. You don't even need to put glue on it because it just stuck right in there. Did you guys hear how it crunched? That means that it's in your foam. Pretty good. See back here, what I would do at this point is I'm probably done back here, so I'm gonna take a little bit of my pebbles and I'm just gonna slide them back here to cover up the rest of that hole where the moss did not get the foam. So like this, and then I'll put another little piece of foam back here, or a little piece of moss back here. So now if you see the back of it, you don't see the foam at all. I have a hole right back here, so I'm going to go for that next. So I'm gonna use one of these. These have a little bit of a softer, smushier end, so I highly suggest putting some glue on those. If you have a younger child, you could always have them make it, and then what you could do is have you guys glue it, the parent glue it in afterwards. And I actually just glued to my moss, so actually I think it would be better if you do the glue and then put the moss back where you had it. So, and it is a little bit difficult to get your hand in there. I'm gonna pull all your little glue cobwebs off. And I'm gonna put my moss back over in this corner. Cover this up. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm trying to cover up the back of that so we cannot see the foam. You don't really want to see the foam because people will not know if this was real or artificial, and this way you really don't know. So these seem to be a little bit large. If you say you want to only use half of it, I don't really have the proper tools for this part, but you can always just cut these in half. I think they're just pieces of foam. I would use a knife. Or if you had a good pair of scissors, it might work. Or maybe not. Aren't these the cutest little things though? They look just like the trolls off of Frozen. So if you want to do that, then you can glue these on that foam piece so then we're not seeing that anymore. So I'm just gonna stick this in between right here. There's a hole between the two succulents, the purple and that one. See right back here? So I'm just gonna stick that in between that hole there. Isn't that cute? So we're working our way towards the front. You wanna start in the back, work your way towards the front. I'm gonna put this little, and anything that has like a stem like this, you really don't have to glue it as long as you get it into the foam. If you're getting it into the foam, it will stay. That's very durable foam. So this is where I'm at right now. And I have glue all over my fingers. And I'm gonna put this other little piece right in here to cover that up. So I'm gonna actually glue this as well. So once you get all of your stuff glued in, I have one more succulent right here that I will put in the front. And then I think I'm gonna put this in there as well. So this is kind of like one of those things where you want to do your scaping before you start attaching. So I actually want to do something like this. So I ended up needing 2 of the leucadendron heads. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I literally have like glued myself to a frenzy here. So I'm gonna glue him. Is that, no, he's going right there. And I'm gluing him right there. This is the softer ones. So if you're having a hard time, you also can just take your scissors, poke a hole in your foam like this, and then this little softer tail will fit right into that. So you can do that as well. Now I have a little bit extra moss that I'll go around and fill in anywhere that you can see the foam pieces. And then add my remaining rocks all through my terrarium, just like so. So you guys are gonna get all these different supplies and you can have your own look for your terrarium, and you don't have to water it, and it doesn't have to die because it's artificial and it's going to look beautiful forever. So I'm gonna move this just around a little bit so I can see that one a little bit more. I can still see this here, so I'm gonna add a little foam, or I mean a little moss in that area. And then you'll do a whole side view, confirm that you can see all your succulents, they look good. All your rocks look good. You might need to turn the flash on. I don't know if that's a possibility or not. So this is it. And then you can attach up here for your terrarium. You can have this whatever length that you wish. If you guys know how to do that really cool different threading, I don't know how to do it. I think it's called like macrame or something, I don't really know, but you can do all kinds of cool little threadings and sewings and braidings with this twine, so you can have it as long as you would like. If you want it to be more of an invisible look, you can use fishing line as well, but in your kit you will get the twine. So this is your adorable little terrarium, and that is everything. So you get this whole kit, and if you guys have any questions, you can just Facebook message us at Paisley Boutique and we'll be able to help you. Thank you. See you guys later. Bye.